Learn about the indie artist from the indie artist.
Well, I'm Janaki. I'm an artist.
Well, my name is Lauren, as you already said. I am a singer-songwriter.
So I'm Hall Pems. I originally come from the Caribbean, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
My name is Brian Doucette. I'm an East Coast Canadian rocker.
And then I found myself in Las Vegas, where I'm at currently, for dancing for Cirque du Soleil with my own solo.
But also learn from music industry professionals.
I'm a music producer. I've been producing professionally for about 14 years. I have worked with a couple people in the industry, Grammy-nominated Trev Rich, Nisha from 702.
After I got my deal with Universal Music, after the Alicia Keys and Gunna record and many other that I've done, and then Alicia Keys was the #1 adult R&B song of the year.
I asked the questions.
That's a great question.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Ooh, that is a good question.
Wow. I love all these questions. These are great. Like most of the questions that I get are like, tell me about Justin Bieber. It's like...
Indie Artist Music Hustle is for the indie artists, their fans, industry professionals, and the music lover. Subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, or the podcast on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, or Blonde Intelligence Facebook page. Don't forget to add me to your playlist. Bye.
It's been really fun, especially talking to someone across the pond. That's cool.
Welcome to this week's Blonde Intelligence. I'm your host, Miss Roni, and I always seek to give you exquisite cranial repertoire. I was looking on social media this week, and I saw a post. Well, not a post. I think someone made like a video about Lil Wayne crying again. And I just want to talk about revering our elderly and our legends in hip-hop. Some cultures deeply revere their elderly. And I remember taking a gerontology class in college, and I was thinking about this, that how some countries treat their elderly family and elderly people is much different than how it is here. They consider older people as respected keepers of wisdom and history. Countries in East Asia, like Korea, Japan, and China, Native Americans, and various African traditions. United States Americans is not on that list. Some countries revere women. Cultures in China, Indonesia, India, Ghana, and the Native Americans. And again, the United States Americans are not on that list. There needs to be more respect in the hip-hop and rap culture. People always talk about the culture, but let's talk about the respect of the culture. Screwface says that hip-hop is a sport, and Snoop Dogg believes in passing the torch. I think people need to put some respect on Lil Wayne's name. You have a lot of people who have not achieved any of the things that he have, but they have an opinion. Now, he got Lollipop, Amelie, Go DJ, Fireman, Mrs. Officer, Stunned Like My Daddy. And my favorites are Colors with Bentley and Pimp C, and High Beamin' with BG. And that's not to mention all the other features that he's been on and all the other mixtapes. So, yes, Coachella should have called him. Revere him as a legend in hip-hop. People keep showing that clip on Lil Wayne hollering on the mic when he was doing like that show and he introduced some rock into the show. But he did it in duffel bag, boy. He was counting all day like clocks on a wall. So what is the difference? He's always performed like that. And I feel that if Wayne would do something like re-release some of his biggest hits and have them, with a rock flair to him. I think that he will get a bigger audience, and I think that people will still come to see him. Now, him performing at the Super Bowl is debatable during that particular time in hip-hop. But do I think that Lil Wayne could perform at the Super Bowl? Yes, especially if he put out more rock music like he likes. And because people been marrying hip-hop and rock together for decades now. So I don't think that that's far-fetched, and the people who really talk like that, like I said before, he probably should have looked at his audience. But the Super Bowl at that time may have been debatable, but Wayne as an artist is not debatable. I think you need to watch what you say, because Wayne got boys too. And those Harris boys made hip-hop history. There is not a rap family in history besides them that has lyrically jumped another hip-hop artist about their mama. There's no one. So you're living in history right now. And when people go back and look at it, they're going to be like, dang. And if Lil Wayne's Lil Clan, because he got some boys too, and some of them have the same voice as that man and look just like him. If they have a crash out, it would be epic in hip hop. So people need to watch what they say, because when these kids come after you for going at their parents and their parents' legacy, then just be ready for it. There are not many rappers whose lyrics command the audience attention. Lil Wayne is one of them. Whether he have some character flaws or have said some things or needed some reality checks, but as a hip hop artist, you can't tell him that it's time for him to stop or that he shouldn't make this type of music. He's already paid his dues. He can do whatever the hell he wants. And we need to revere the hip hop legends that are still with us. They are not old and tired and dusty. Bye.
Hey girl, let me tell you about this podcast.
Girl, everybody has a podcast these days.
But this one interviews new and interesting indie artists. It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Really? Where can I find it?
It's on all podcasting platforms, streams live on social media, and on rpentradio.com.
What'd you say it was called again?
It's called Indie Artist Music Hustle with Blunt Intelligence.
Girl, I'm gonna have to check her out.
Give it a check, girl.